Hello guys! How are you doing? My name is Zion, back in another video. Today I will show you and what's on it for one handheld that Sony forgot about it, but the community whole loves it. It's one PS handheld, similar to the PSP, but it's a new one. And this is the PlayStation Vita. So let's get into it with the system at first. Okay, here's the two LNR buttons, similar to the PSPs. Here's the power button. Sorry for my hand. And here's some game cartridges. So you can put your game card in it. Unfortunately, guys, I don't have any game cartridges, but you can put a SD to Vita in it if you follow a SD to Vita for SD to Vita tutorial. But I don't need like a SD to Vita because I have some space in my memory card. And plus, you can also fit some PS2, PSP and PS1 games. Because I don't need a lot of PSP games because I had a PSP. You've seen my Burnout Legends playing. If you guys see my Burnout Legends playing on my PSP video. Anyways, let's move on. Here's the volume control, up and down. Here's the D-pad right here, up, down, left, and right. Here's the two analog sticks, kind of like the DualShock analogs for the PS1, PS2, PS3, and the PS4. Here's the speaker. Here's one on the left, and here's one on the right. Here's the PS button, which is also the power button if you don't want to turn on, if you don't want to press the power button. If you also turns on if you hold the PS button or the power button. It's entirely up to you. Here's the four iconic PlayStation buttons. Here's the X, square, triangle, and a circle. A little close up. And also, that heard the X and the O buttons are switched, the functions. Not physically, but the functions are switched. Like in US and Europe, this is the accept and this is the decline. But in Japan, this is the decline and this is the accept. Kind of like weird though. And my PSP is also accept and this is decline. But I didn't corrupt my gameplay or mess up my gameplay or stuff like that. And here's a rear facing camera. Here's a select and a start. Let's go to the back. And as you can see, here's the front facing camera. Sorry for this is dirty on my rear touchpad. I don't use this a lot, but I think that's about it. So let's move on to what's on my PlayStation Vita. And sorry for the fan noise. It's extremely hot today. It's extremely hot today. So I'm sorry about the background noise. So let's move on to my PlayStation Vita. Okay, guys. So here we are. Here's the start screen. It just got the crystal theme. Here's my amazing Burnout Paradise background. So let's move on. Here's the Gran Turismo. And this is the first PSP game I bought from PlayStation Vita. And I don't even get a PSP version. I just have from my PlayStation Vita. Duh. So anyway, Need for Speed Most Wanted, fun game. But before I replay the original version again, which is I remember playing the original version ever since when I was a kid. But right now this is my favorite Need for Speed game of all time. Actually, my favorite is the original one. If I play the original one, then this will be my favorite. But right now, this is my favorite. F1 2011, nothing to talk about, just a F1 game. Good, pretty good. Burnout Legends. Now this is the game I really want to add if my PlayStation Vita gets hacked. If I hack my PlayStation Vita, then this will be my first PSP game on Adrenaline. But I got a Bevel manager, so put out on my PlayStation Vita. So without going on Adrenaline and select Burnout Legends, I simply press the bubble right here. Here's a PlayStation Home Arcade. Basically, it's just a home arcade to play some mini games and stuff like that. Adrenaline, just basically a PSP emulator. We could play PSP games. Let me show you quick here. Oops, I forgot. Oops, sorry, I forgot to rerun the custom firmware. So let me fix this. Okay, so I just rewound Trinity and I changed the camera angle for my iPad so you can see my PSV better. So anyway, let me show you. Okay, guys, so this is going to take... Alright, so starting up. It's really, really cool to see a PSP firmware on my PlayStation Vita. It's kind of weird, though. And here's a game I really want to... Oops, here's Burnout Legends, and... Oops, that... You see? Here's Gran Turismo. Like, I don't need to wait to return on to boot up. I can just go from my PlayStation Vita, my live area, to press the bubble to immediately starts up. So there is nothing to say, just like my PSP, same firmware, nothing to say. Let's just move on. On that area, I just got from Crew. On that area, here's my amazing dirt background, like I really won that game. Here's Trinity, same as... This is the same as Ancient Gold, but with different name and different boot up. Like, here's these cool hacking animation or stuff like that. Vita shell, I can browse all the PlayStation Vita files. There's nothing to tell about it. Just you can browse Vita files, download homebrew games, homebrew apps, etc. Here's Adrenaline Bubbles, which is basically you could get a game from the Adrenaline and make a bubble. Just like these two games. PKGJ, just basically a free shop, and what a amazing gap. I don't have to pay to get my PlayStation Vita games to my PS4. I can just download it from PKGJ. And not just I can download PSP games, also I can download for PS1 and PS2, PS1 and PS1 games. Or PSP games, excuse me. But this will require Adrenaline. Auto plugin, where you can get download, uninstall plugins. For example, I got the NoDMPDRM plugin, which is I can access to download any game from PKGJ. Content Manager, just basically I can manage content on my memory card, or I can transfer my PC or my PS3. I only transfer things to my PC because I don't have a PlayStation 3. Alright, well, here we are. This is the game. Here's a background, and the great background. What amazing game. Alright, let's move on. Here we have the photos. Here's the photo. Nothing, just take pictures and stuff like that. Music, I download some music. Like, I download some music here. For example... Sorry, guys. For example, I got... Oops, my other memory card, sorry. Oops, wrong memory card. I have some music on that memory card. Well, I'll show you that a little bit later in this video. Okay, videos. Nothing too special about it. Seriously, I only use 2 Vita, which is also on my other memory card. And nothing. I don't use these applications a lot, especially Party, because I don't have any PSN friends. Friends, same. I don't have a PSN friends. You can do a party if you want, but I don't have one. Messages. You're sending a message like Messenger. Welcome Park. Now this is a really fun application that you can do. You can do touch screens, doing puzzles, doing voices, and so many things that you do. Or you can even watch the PlayStation Vita intro when you boot up, like on that. Remember that video you could when you settle the PlayStation Vita first time? You see a video like your functions you could do. You can see that in Welcome Park, that's pretty cool. Internet browser. I mean, it's kind of like a little bit restricted, but I don't use that a lot. Here's a remote play. You can do a remote play for your PlayStation 3, and you can do remote play for the PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation 4. I don't use these applications because I don't have these two systems. PS Store, you can buy games. Same as PKGG, but it's paid. Okay, on that other one, here I use parental controls. I don't need parental controls because I'm a perfect gamer. And here, it's basically like Street Pass, but unfortunately Sony shut it down because nobody uses them. Calendar, I don't use it. The calendar. I can just my iPad. Trophies, which is a really cool, useful application to check all my trophies. Here, to check all my trophies. So I got Ridge Racer, Asphalt Ejection, WRC3, so many things. There's stuff like that. On email, I don't use it. Man, all of these Sony applications that I use, like the email, calendar, parental controls, near. All these examples I don't even use. Here's the settings. Nothing. Just changing the settings, doing invert colors. If I hold the PlayStation button, I could change the brightness, doing the music, and also you can disable the microphone. Without. Oh, if you hold the PS button, you can change the invert colors and enable the button assignments. I think I prefer the original color more than invert. Here's the custom theme manager, which I don't need a lot because I don't have the crystal theme, which I'm pretty okay with the crystal theme because the music is so chilling. Just listen to that. Okay, Gran Turismo. When I play that Gran Turismo, I always use the black one, but I don't need the white one. So I don't use it, but I don't know. Well, I'll never delete. If I delete, I think I'm gonna lose all my files in this game. Wait, if I delete this, it will automatically delete this too. I don't know. I don't know what to do about it. So anyway, that wraps up on my first memory card. So let's move on to the next memory card. Okay, so here we are at the memory card 2. So let's get started. Here's the asphalt ejection, which is basically like a PlayStation Vita version of Asphalt 6. And I like Asphalt 6, which is another childhood game. I remember playing the demo, but I bought the full game, and first time I found a bug. I unlocked probably 5 cars, but it will says 2, and I have 0% career, and I have like 2% for the career mode, which is basically an annoying bug. But I let this game good handling, but the graphics can be a letter, not gonna lie about that. But if you really want to go racer, a good asphalt game, I recommend it, but many people not recommend for this game. But I like this game. Okay, here we have MotorStorm Arctic Edge. What a different MotorStorm game. When I saw the trailer of this MotorStorm game, first I'm like, wow, this game is really hard because the cars are so small, but after installing it's easy, but the controls are different. This is not the type of racing game when you hold X and an O, like this is accelerator to brake. No, instead, you have to use the 2 analog sticks to move. On the left analog stick, this is where you could accelerate, and this is where you could brake. To steer, on the right analog stick, this is you can turn left, and this is you can turn right. It's kind of difficult, but after you get races, you do get used to it. But I love this game. Pretty good racer. Pretty good game for the PS Vita. Okay, here we have WRC3. Kind of nothing to talk about, just a simple rally racer from the PS Vita. Okay, then you have Ridge Racer. Just basically, probably all the whole games of my memory card 2, this is where I end up playing the most. Because the gameplay is enjoyable, but it's a shame that if you order the original, it will come with 3 tracks and 5 cars, which is just really a shame. But if you order the deluxe version, the ultimate version, you get probably 9. I don't know, maybe 9 or 8 cars, 9 or 8 cars, and probably 9 cars and 6 more tracks. But if you want this game, I totally recommend to get the ultimate version. I believe it's a lot cheaper now. It's kind of like $5 or something like that. I don't know. Wipeout 2048. Now this is one of the first Vita's launch titles, and what a masterpiece! What a great Wipeout game. But out of the whole Wipeout collection, this is my favorite Wipeout game of all time because they've got beautiful graphics, excellent controls, and a great and enjoyment gameplay. And I remember playing the demo, and you could do some weapons. Kind of reminds me of the Burning Rubber basics. If you want a great PS Vita racer, then I'll totally recommend to pick this up. Okay, out of the whole Now the reason this is the second different, I installed one that's called PSVita, which is basically kind of like YouTube on a PS Vita. I remember in the early days with the PS Vita when you had an official YouTube app, but it's just long gone. But after the PlayStation Vita, after the PlayStation Vita YouTube app get removed, I need to use the internet browser, which is really slow. But thankfully, Sony made a YouTube Vita VPK app, and it's much faster than the internet version. And you could watch YouTube videos on them. Nothing to talk about it. Kind of like basically YouTube or any device. Let me boot up Trinity first. And there's one game into Open Adrenaline. There's one game I really want to try it out. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I'm back. So I just run the Trinity custom framework. There's one game from my Adrenaline that I really want to play, but unfortunately I cannot. There's one game I really wanted to run, and this is Comic Rally 2.0. I tried out millions of tutorials. I tried this one. I even tried a PSP. My PSP has also custom code, but it didn't work. I really wish that it worked, but here's one problem for the Vita. If I want to put it up, Comic Rally 2.0 for my PS Vita. I get this error, the game could not be started. And I tried to use the Sony MP960 or use I tried everything, but it just doesn't work. So yeah, I will play a really good PS1 game for my PSP, unfortunately. Maybe I could. I bet there's a PC version of it, but I'll try it someday, but I don't know. And yeah, so this is basically wraps up what's in my PS Vita and what's in my PS Vita and my PS Vita show up. And that's basically much it. So make sure to subscribe, like, comment, share, and turn notifications. I'll see you guys later. Bye, and have a great day.